You step outside, and a squirrel on the fence flicks its tail once.
It is easy to miss because it happens faster than a blink.
But in a squirrel's little world, that flick may not be random at all.
A tail can point to caution, curiosity, distance, or comfort.
Today, watch for 5 tail signals you can actually learn to notice. The first is one sharp flick, and it often means something just changed. Maybe the door clicked, a shoe scraped, or your mug touched the table. The squirrel is not reading your mind. It is reading the moment. One sharp flick is like a tiny question mark in the yard. When you see it, look first for what changed nearby. It might not be you. A leaf, a crow, or a branch can do it. So the flick is not always a warning against you. It is a notice. But if that one flick turns into many, the meaning starts to change. Repeated flicks often mean the squirrel is paying closer attention. It may not be frightened yet. It may simply be unsure. Your distance matters here more than you might think. If you step closer, the tail may answer before the feet do. Sometimes the gentlest thing you can do is stop right there. Give it a few seconds, and you may see the tail slow down.
Watch the body too. Tail alone is only half the sentence.
If the feet stay planted, the squirrel is still considering the yard safe. If the paws shift toward the tree, it may be choosing an exit. To a squirrel, every yard has roads you may never notice. Your backyard is not just a yard. It is a small living map, and sometimes the tail is not talking to you at all. A slow tail wave can be about space, boundaries, and another squirrel.
This is not the quick snap from before. It moves like a slow flag.
The message may be, I see you, and this space matters.
We should not translate it like human speech, but the pattern matters.
The tail says more when you notice who else is nearby. Many backyard disagreements begin with distance, not chasing. If you see this, resist the urge to step into the middle. The kindest friendship with wild animals is often patience, distance, and routine. But when the tail grows bigger, the mood may be changing again. A puffed tail can make a small animal look just a little larger. It may happen when the yard suddenly feels less certain.
A shadow overhead can matter more than anything you just did.
Before guessing, follow the squirrel's eyes. Sometimes the worry is not above. It is behind glass. A puffed tail does not always mean danger. It means heightened attention. If you are nearby, this is a good time to become boring.
No reaching, no calling, no sudden steps across the grass.
If the yard settles, the tail may settle with it. And then there is the quietest signal, the one many people miss. A tail wrapped close can mean the squirrel feels calm enough to rest.
It does not mean it forgot you. It means it is not rushing away. Sometimes the sweetest sign of trust is simply choosing not to run. Notice where it rests: fence rail, branch fork, or sunny porch edge.
A resting squirrel usually keeps a safe path close, even when relaxed.
Wild does not mean unreachable. It means respect comes first. So far, The tail has shown change, attention, boundaries, alertness, and rest.
But the real secret is not the tail alone. It is the tail plus timing. Squirrels can learn the rhythm of a yard without becoming tame. You may become part of the familiar rhythm of the yard. At first, your door may trigger one sharp flick every morning. After many calm mornings, that same door may matter less. Trust in a backyard is usually measured in inches, seconds, and repeats. Here is a simple field guide. Stay, watch, or leave.
If it stays with a quiet tail, your distance is probably working. If it watches with repeated flicks, pause and let the yard breathe.
If it turns toward the tree, give it the exit without chasing the moment.
A squirrel leaving is not a rejection. It is just choosing safety.
When the yard stays predictable, it may come back sooner than you expect. If you have a feeder area, the tail may change before it goes there. Do not only watch what it wants, watch how it checks the space.
A new chair, hose, or garden tool can also bring back sharp flicks.
To us, it is just a chair. To a squirrel, the map changed. If you move things around, expect extra checking for a day or two. Tail signals can even appear before digging, when the ground feels exposed.
Open grass can make every sound feel larger to a small body. Unflick before digging may simply mean check first, work second.
Watch the order. Tail, eyes, pause, then the decision.
If you move during that decision, the tail may speak again.
If that happens, freeze softly and let the decision return to the squirrel. A small wild animal does not need human friendship to recognize gentleness. The most important question is not, does it like me? The better question is, does it feel safe enough to stay? One sharp flick, something changed, so check the yard around it.
Repeated flicks, attention is rising, so slow your own body down.
Slow wave, look for another squirrel, and notice the space between them.
Puffed tail? The squirrel may be making itself look larger and more ready.
Wrap tail, the yard may feel calm enough for a small rest. Once you know the clues, the whole backyard starts to look different. Tomorrow morning, try watching for the first tail movement before anything else. Then ask, what changed? Who is nearby? And where is the exit? You are not controlling the squirrel. You are learning to notice its world.
The same fence from the first flick may become a place it calmly stays.
The same porch can become not a threat, but a familiar part of morning.
It may never come close, and that can still be a beautiful kind of trust.
If you have seen a squirrel flick, wave, puff, or wrap its tail, tell me what happened.